All right. So basically, I've been doing bodybuilding training style for about 2 years, and it's great. I like it a lot, obviously, but I don't know. I literally haven't missed a day in 2.5 years. So a few weeks ago, I was I reached a stalemate and I was just bored. I was just quite literally bored. So what I did was I switched up my training style. Now, I had two goals in mind. One, gain or retain all the muscle I already had. And two, learn something cool, like a handstand or a muscle up or some shit like that. Or, you know, that's what I wanted going into it. And I know those calisthenics dudes, they just do dips, they do pull-ups, and they're fucking jacked. So, first day I did it, it was just like trying anything new. It was kind of not that fun. And I was low key like, damn, I might not do this. So, first few workouts were kind of iffy. And then got to week 2, better. Got to week 3, better. Now I'm on week 4. I think I'm going to do a 5-week cycle of it. But here's what I found. So my main movements have been dips and weighted pull-ups. Some other shit in there, but that's kind of basically what I've been focusing on. I'll do 4 or 5 sets of those, and then some other movements too, like basic push-ups, back day. It's these kind of rows, but it's really, really simple, really, really basic shit. And I've progressed so fucking much on dips. And for me, chest is one of my weaknesses. So I honestly had the idea that I would grow my chest going into this. And then, yeah, so I started off doing dips. I think day 1 I was using 25 pounds. Got it for 10, 12 reps. And then now, week 4, 90 pounds for 6 reps. So the dips shot up in strength. And I think the chest is getting a bit pumped too. And obviously when you gain strength, then that means you can do higher reps with more weight than you could before. So then you innately always gain muscle that way. So cha-ching, check. Pull-ups too. Pull-ups are harder to overload just because pull-ups are fucking hard. So I've just been adding 2.5 pounds kind of each workout with pull-ups, going for 6 to 10. And that's kind of the rep ranges I've been working in, is 6 to 10. I know this isn't probably entertaining to 500,000 of my 1 million subscribers, but yeah, I'm just kind of sharing what I found. If you were thinking of trying calisthenics, it's pretty good. I would do it. And overall, what can be applied to anyone is, if you're getting bored in the gym, change something about your routine. Change your split. Change something. Change your style even, which is a pretty big change. Bodybuilding, calisthenics, I mean, pretty similar, especially the way I went about it. I just basically tried to grow with only bodyweight movements. So that was fun. And I think what I've taken away is that I'm going to start my workouts always with dips. So dips instead of a bench press. So that's going to be my new compound movement at the beginning of pressing or chest days, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be dips. I love progressing on dips. It's fun as fuck, and I think there's a lot of growth there. But you got to get to the incline. There's some other stuff you just got to do. Like arms, that's the other thing. arms are not that easy to hit when you're doing calisthenics, because yeah, you're doing pull-ups, you can do chin-ups, triceps, I mean, you can do push-ups, but it's still a compound movement. You're using your chest and shoulders. There's nothing that really... There was these skull crusher things, which are pretty mid. I think I'm going to do a nice hybrid of what I've taken from calisthenics, which is mostly weighted dips and pull-ups, but I think I'm just going to prioritize those as my compound movements at the beginning of my bodybuilding workouts. The other problem with calisthenics for me is how long it takes. Specifically the skills. So if you want to learn how to do a handstand, if you want to learn the planche, it's called front lever, back lever, muscle up. All of those skill things, they're great. They're good to learn. However, you're not really building muscle while doing them, and it's not like I have a shit ton of time in the morning. I've got about an hour, little less. It's not like I've got enough time to really just focus on getting good at a skill, because that can take up easily an hour doing that. So I've been neglecting the skills, which I don't particularly like. I'm kind of just training like a body weight for hypertrophy, which is not necessarily calisthenics, but it is. I haven't really learned anything cool yet, because I haven't fucked around and been doing those cool things, you know? So, I got this week. I think I'm just going to bring weights back in for my next few workouts, because the thing about bodybuilding is it's so damn simple. It's so simple. I might keep the split, though. I kind of like it. It's Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday rest, Thursday chest, Friday back, Saturday legs and core. And Saturdays for me are always I have more time to work out. So hitting legs and core in one day is not necessarily an issue. And also, it's just nice, like legs and core on a Saturday. Just seems right. So I might fuck around with a split for a little bit. But yeah, dude. I think calisthenics is awesome for strength. And you can get pretty jacked. Everybody knows those calisthenics dudes are jacked as shit. I do know they have some lower back issues, because it's pretty hard to train. They almost never train lower back, but that's beside the point. Main point is, if you're bored with your training, switch it up in some way. Change your split, change your exercises, maybe change, if you start training really heavy, less reps, just depending on what you do, switch something up. And because what I found was when those first few days waking up and doing something different was so refreshing. I couldn't wait to get up and work out. Whereas when I was going through doing the same thing over and over, I'm doing it. It's nice getting a workout in, but it's so repetitive. 2.5 years, I was basically doing the same movements over and over and over again. Also, one other thing I need to add. My shoulder was super fucked up from benching for so long. Went to physical therapy, got back in the gym. Still just bothered me whenever I used it, whenever I did jiu-jitsu. Just bothered me afterwards. It wasn't necessarily in crazy pain. It was just always sore, that front delt. And then the pain is gone almost fully away. I don't know why. Maybe just laying off the pressing, but I've been doing heavy ass dips, which normally those used to hurt my shoulder. I really don't know. I'm also doing these. I start the back day with these things called skin the cat. So you're hanging from rings, or you can do it from a barbell, but you basically rotate fully backwards and your legs are, it's just it's really good for shoulder mobility. I think that's helped me out a lot. Just getting more mobility in my shoulder, because my mobility was shit. Like, it healed, but my mobility was ass. Like, I need to get real comfortable in those really extended positions. That's one thing I've learned, is you gotta have good tendons and all that crap. So, if you're thinking of switching to calisthenics, do it, man. It's not, you're not gonna, the crazy thing is it takes so little stimulation to hold on to the muscle that you already have. And if you did it for 4 to 5 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, when you come back, your muscles are not going to be used to the bodybuilding training anymore in a good way. You're going to come back, it's going to shock everything, and it's going to resensitize your muscles to what you were doing before. So I don't think you should be training the same style for so long. Maybe one time you do a powerlifting cycle. I did that. The starting strength program, it's basically squat, deadlift. Did they do bench? I think there was bench. Obviously squat, bench, deadlift. I'm retarded. We did squat, bench, deadlifts. I think it was every other day. Maybe. Something like that. I'm not sure how it was exactly split up. It was so many squats. And the rep range was like somewhere between 3 to 5-ish, and you had to add 5 pounds every workout or something. You were overloading like crazy, and then you would hit a wall. I don't know. I got so much stronger during that. Didn't lose any muscle. Like, if you're lifting in any form, you're not going to lose muscle, really. Especially if you're eating enough protein, you're not going to lose muscle switching styles. If you're still stimulating your muscles in some way, it's so easy to hold on to the muscle that you've built. So switch it up. 4 to 6 weeks. If you're bored with your training, try calisthenics. Try some heavy ass. The cool thing is, like, I kind of really switched up the I've been training for strength mostly. Oh yeah, subtle flex. I've been training for strength mostly with this calisthenics thing, and that just means when I come back to bodybuilding, I'm going to be stronger. Then I'm going to be able to do more reps with more weight, and that's literally growth right there. So sometimes you have to switch it up to move forward. It's just kind of scary. Like, when I was doing those first few calisthenics workouts, I was kind of scared I was going to lose muscle. But don't. It's fun as fuck. Switch your style up. Do a cycle of something else. Peace, bros.